Morning, it's Rachel. I just want to do a video about all of the wonderful things that have helped to make my breastfeeding journey better, easier, more efficient. And there have been things that I found are great. There are some things I found that are not so great. Just a little bit of history. My oldest, Caleb, is 2.5. I nursed him until he was about 21 months. I can't remember. By about 19 months, he was really only down to maybe 2 feedings a day, and that was before his nap and before bed. And at the time, I was also about 4 or 5 months pregnant with Brayden. So I knew I wanted to nurse him. I wanted to go to 12 months, then 18, and just kind of see where we went from there. At the same time, I also thought, well, if I get pregnant again, then I definitely will just kind of stop at that point and reevaluate where we stand with nursing. But so far, Brayden has been exclusively breastfed. He will be 6 months on Saturday, and I'm really, really happy with that. There have been a lot of products over my almost 3 years of breastfeeding that I wanted to share with you. First of all, we'll start with Breastfeeding Pillow. I know that there are a lot of these out on the market. This is the Boppy. It's actually the bare naked, so it doesn't come with a cover, but I have this cover that I got from Target. It's in these cute giraffes. And I also got another one as a shower gift when I had Caleb, but it got covered in spit up and everything. I decided not to use it anymore. And I love the Boppy because it's soft but very supportive. I wasn't sure I would like it at first, but I ended up with Caleb using this downstairs when I nursed on the couch down here, and then I had the My Breast Friend pillow when I would nurse upstairs in his room. However, I have used the My Breast Friend with Brayden once. I think after all the years of nursing, I just got to the point where I didn't feel like I needed a pillow all the time. But this downstairs is really nice to have. And next, this is kind of more for mama, for me. There's something that's very important for every nursing mom to have, especially in the beginning, are breast pads. Now, I went through tons of these with Caleb because I think I wore them for about 9 or 10 months, which is kind of crazy. That's how long I would leak. And I mean, 24/7, I would have these on. And my favorite brand was Lancino. And it just seemed to be the most comfortable, the most cloth-like, but I hated throwing them away. So I decided when I got pregnant with Brayden that I would actually use washable nursing pads. And I found these. I can't remember where I learned about them, probably on YouTube somewhere, but these are called Bamboobies. For a set of 4, it's about $16. They're so soft. They have bamboo fleece on the inside, and then they have a waterproof layer on the back. Now, I found that these work great, except they don't have like a stay dry layer, and so I found that the breast milk just kind of sits on me, and it's irritated my skin a lot. But I think I'm actually going to go back to the disposables just because they worked well and they held a lot and they left me feeling dry and not irritated. Also, on the topic of mom, is the nursing Cami. Now, the only one I have clean is my oldest one. It's the first one that I got when I first had Caleb, and it's this. It is so worn out, stretched out, but this is the best kind of nursing Cami in my opinion. This is the Bravado Basics. It's so old and not nearly as bright as it used to be, but it works. And the reason why I love it is that I could actually wear this when I was pregnant. It was that big, it was that stretchy, and I mean, you can see where there's breast milk stains, spit up stains, but this goes under your shirt, so it doesn't really matter. But the material is soft, and it has a really easy one-handed, of course now it takes me two, drop cup here, and it was just absolutely the most comfortable one. They are a little pricey. I got mine at Target. I believe they were I believe they were $28 or $29, which is a lot, but considering you're gonna wear these pretty much 24/7 for at least a year, that's perfect. Another thing I love about really just the nursing cami in general is that when you have it on and you go to nurse, when you lift up your shirt, you're not exposing your whole midsection. You're just bringing down this part. Okay, so I thought it was going to be kind of a pain to do in the hot weather, and it doesn't get that hot here, but I found it was just a really great option. So on the topic of breast milk storage, I found that our favorite bag was the Lancino kind, and there's a couple reasons why. And the first one is just the sheer capacity. I am very fortunate and I produce a lot. So when I pump, especially if it's been at least 4 hours since Brayden has eaten, so like late at night when I pump before I go to bed, I can produce 8 or 9 ounces of milk between both sides in that time frame. I tried the Medela bags, the ones that you can pump right into or just pour your pump milk into, and they said they would hold 6 ounces, but I could barely fit 3 ounces in there, and I was just using them, so it was dumb. But I found that these storage bags are a great material. They also, and I think most of them do this, but they're individual, so that you can actually tear off this top, so you know if it's been used before or not. Ew. And also it has 2 zippers, which I thought was huge when it came to a breast milk storage bag. And bonus, just like the nursing pads, these are pretty much as cheap as this and Gerber Nuck were about the same price. When I pump my milk, I actually use the Medela Freestyle. And this has gotten me through 1.5 children. I've been using this almost pretty much daily since Caleb was born. Even after I quit nursing him, I would pump a little while, just a little bit, just to relieve the engorgement that I would feel at times. But I quit using this probably completely last May when I was pregnant, and that's when the lactation consultant said, yeah, you're not really far enough along in your pregnancy to be pumping like this. So she's afraid it might get labor started, and we didn't want that to happen. But I love the Freestyle. I can do a separate review on this, but this is my favorite pump. And also when it comes to the pump, I've been using these Quick Clean micro steam bags to sterilize my pump parts. There's actually a batch of sterilized pump parts in here right now. This bag is awesome. All you do is you put anything you'd like to be sterilized. I actually put, from time to time, I'll put pacifiers, bottle nipples, anything I want sterilized, and especially pump parts in this. And you pretty much put it in there till it's full. Then you put in 2 ounces of water. That's it. You zip it up. Then put it in the microwave for 1.5 minutes and take it out. And I like to take it out and open it and let the steam out. Or I'm sorry, before you open it, there's this little hole right here, and you pour out the water, and then you leave this open, and the steam empties out if you're pretty quickly, and the parts dry. Sometimes I'll take them straight out and put them on the drying rack. But this is good for 20 uses. You can see I've kind of marked all the uses here, so I only can use this one more time before I have to throw it away. But this is wonderful. I've loved this. I didn't need to get a big tabletop or countertop sterilizer. This works perfectly. All right, just 2 more things. This was something that someone introduced me to when I was pregnant, and it's an app to track babies' feedings, and it's called iBabyFeed. Okay, and you can put, like on here I put his name, his little picture, and of course his birth date. And when you start feeding on the left or the right, you hit it, the right, and you can stop or pause, and it times you. So I'm gonna press stop. And the cool thing is you could just use this for tracking purposes. Which side did I nurse on last? time your feeds, and you can put in you know, how many ounces or whatever breast bottle you see across the top. Also how much you pumped, or a diaper. So if I had a diaper, I would choose, you could see wet, dry, or wet and dry, and it would show the time. And right on here, it looks like the last time I tracked this was Thursday, November the 14th, Wednesday, the 2nd of October. At that point, he was only about 3 weeks old. And it shows you, as you can see, sorry, on here, the last side that you fed on was the right or the left, which is really cool. And then probably my favorite thing, but there's also an analyze feature on here, and you can go through a particular day, and it'll tell you your average feed length, so however, an average on how long the baby would eat, and an average time between feeds, the number of feeds that day, and also the number of diapers that you went through. So it was so cool when I went for my 1 week appointment checkup with Braden's pediatrician. I could say, well, we changed this many diapers today, we had this many feeds today, and then it goes back to last 7 days and last 28 days. So when you go for like your 1 month checkup, you can say we've had on average this many diapers, on average this daily number of feeds, on average this is how long he's eating, and on average this is how much time there is between, or how often baby feeds. So I cannot recommend this app enough. I believe it was like $2.99 or $3.99, totally worth it, okay? And one more thing along with feeding is that I work 4 days a week, only for like 3 to 5 hours at a time, but the boy has to eat. So we decided to choose these bottles. This is the Playtex Vent Air bottle. And the reason why I tried this one is because, first of all, Braden would not take the Avent bottles that Caleb liked. So I sold them, which was great, and then bought some of these. And this was actually recommended by the lactation consultant. Apparently it's the most like the breast, even though that's what they all say. That's what all of the bottles say. Reduces colic, most like the breast, whatever. When the lactation consultant told me that she approved of it, that meant the world to me. Anyway, these are the favorite things that I had in my almost 3 years of nursing. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them below. And if you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to see more stuff like this, and have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.